don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to Kidd Brewer Stadium in Boone, North Carolina, home field of the Appalachian State Mountaineers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Murray. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea.
Will take over. First and 10.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. You're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
Outstanding field position to begin this drive. Here's the handoff. Running through the tackle. Early in this season, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Well, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field.
To the air, it's Baker. On the move now. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
Running play called on 3rd and short. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Now the all-important extra point. PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Murray. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea.
Will take over. First and 10.
The App State offense goes back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Defense is coming after him. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going. What we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here midseason.
Yeah, midseason games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
Trying to find room. It's Baxter. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers and make the play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The sure hands. It's Baxter. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Delivers quickly to the left side. What a catch! Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And they hand it off to the back. They make the tackle, but the offense has a first down now at the 21.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, he makes the catch. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's 1st and goal from the 2.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, App State.
Hey, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And the point after is right down the middle. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And the Western Michigan offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes Western Michigan's offense out there. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Quickly behind the 6 here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Looking to pass. It's Baker. Throws to the tight end. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. So the big gain wiped away by the penalty, and the offense moving backwards. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking for a man. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And that sets up a return. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. So the Appalachian State offense is back out on the field now. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's running out of time here. Almost makes a terrible freshman mistake. Lucky that it's incomplete. Here's the second down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking for a gap. It's Baxter. Fights through a tackle. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Moves out of the pocket. Grab near the sticks. It's Sanchez. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
Chris, I don't know what's more impressive, the catch or getting his foot down and having the awareness to know exactly where he was. Not just the marker, but the sideline to be able to get a foot inbounds.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Fighting off the defender. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Dropping back. It's Baker. Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. Breaks loose at the 40. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Roche. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back, looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route, and I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Looking to throw here. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Baker. He escapes the pocket. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Lets it go quickly. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. Appalachian State has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On first down, it's play action. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
That sack makes it second down and forever. Ball handed off. Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear. At the 30 now. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They were not going to catch him that time.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Extra point try coming now. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Miles. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
Western Michigan offense will take over. First and 10.
The Western Michigan offense back on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Off the play fake on first down. Pass rush closing in. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Looking for some space. It's Roche. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Looking downfield. It's Baker. Pressure is coming. Makes the catch downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And he'll set up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Rodriguez. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That's a first down for the offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, and it's nearly picked off. Could not hold on to the ball in the end zone. Sets up second down.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
Important second down play coming up. And now the handoff. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Scanning the field, it's Baker. On the move now. On the run here, lets it go. On fourth down, a short toss to the running back.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
And he's got it, no problem.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down.
And your App State Mountaineers will take over first and 10.
The App State offense goes back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Play action here on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Solid gain moves the ball up to the 47. It'll be first down.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. They run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Now it's second down here. Single back, takes the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. Looking to pass this time. Moves out of the pocket. He called his own number, and the freshman QB keeps this drive moving.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
That's a dangerous throw. It falls incomplete, but this defense almost had a second interception today.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
And throwing again on second and 10. Looking for the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And he's down after the catch at the 12, a red zone opportunity.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, App State.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirmed it with the review. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 18 now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Miles. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone.
And the Western Michigan offense will take over. First and 10.
And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. To the air, it's Baker. On the run, he'll let it go. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Appalachian State. A big defensive score.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
And the extra point makes it a 35-10 game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Miles. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the Western Michigan offense will take over. First and 10.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. First down, looking to throw the football. And looking for a big play here. He makes the grab at the 30 and still going. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Well, this is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
So one enormous play has this offense inside the 30. Let's see if they can cash in this scoring opportunity. And looking to throw now on first down. He's looking deep again. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Man, I don't know how he wasn't able to hold on to that football in the end zone. That's a touchdown. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for this defense. When they get to film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. What was the breakdown that almost allowed that big play?
Looking to throw. It's Baker. Quick throw to the left. Oh, what a grab! Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Chris, as you know, this first half has been less than stellar, to put it mildly, but this could be a jolt. This is something that they can build off when they get back out there after halftime.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And a point after makes it a 35-17 deficit. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down to the 27-yard line. Decent return.
Your App State Mountaineers will take over. First and 10.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Sanchez. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Chris, this guy is having a career day, and we're only in the first half. 2 touchdowns. Here's a great conversion. This guy right now is playing in a zone.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. And he is wide open for a huge gain. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They look to throw it here on second down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
Ball sits at the 2-yard line for third and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime, and doesn't it feel like this thing's already over? Just a first half beat down to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fielded in the end zone. It's Miles. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Western Michigan, 17.
All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense back on the field now. It's a steep mountain to climb here in the second half. They need to get going, cut into this deficit right here. On first down, it's play action. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch all alone back there. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, they do a great job here on play action. The linebackers were completely fooled. 2 or 3 steps up into the line of scrimmage, opened up a nice lane behind the backers, between the safeties, for the quarterback to make the read and a good throw downfield.
Looking to pass. It's Baker. Breaks into the clear. That's the spin move. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a first and goal. What a play.
Tackled on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
It's third down.
It's third down for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. The pocket breaking down. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in expecting the pass and blew up the play.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. He escapes the pocket. Looking to the end zone. But it's incomplete. A fourth down stop. Turnover on downs.
Chris, they had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on fourth down.
So the Appalachian State offense is back out on the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? And that one's picked off. What a play. Now he's bringing it back. They'll finally bring him down, but what a play. The takeaway and a huge gain on the return.
They'll take over. First down.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Suddenly, off the interception, it's 1st and goal for this offense. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Broncos. This offense really clicking.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Here's the point after attempt. And there's the point after. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
And the wideout goes in motion. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Looking to scramble. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Now, I'm shocked this guy is trying to get outside and make a play, Chris. You know what he's all about. Sit in the pocket, make a read, get the ball out of his hands. Here he's desperate, trying to make a play on the outside. Really not in his arsenal, as you see, and it backfires for a big loss.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes Western Michigan's offense out there. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense operating from the pistol. He'll hand it off. Tackle made after just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 43-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Baker. Caught over the middle, it's Marshall. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. On the move now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his 3rd interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, Or they need to make a change and bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Finding space at the 20. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Oh, it would have been a big momentum shift with that play, but the penalty negates it. Second down play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Baker. Fires it to the wideout. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incompletion brings up third down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to chuck it again. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Could take it all the way. Past the 50. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Chris, that's his third interception in this game alone. If he's going to stay in this game, he's got to do a better job of protecting the football.
The App State offense goes back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Off the play fake on first down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up second down. Second and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Movement here from the tight end. Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? From the shotgun, drops back. Tries to get it to the running back. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They finally stop a big play. Moves the ball to the 22. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Play action here on first down. Takes a shot at the end zone. Touchdown, Outstate. They are pouring it on now. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Miles. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
And the Western Michigan offense will take over.
Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Dropping back, it's Baker. Quick throw, testing the middle. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
It leads to second down.
Let's get it, huh? Right.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. With the catch, it's Roche. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he released it. Grab down the middle. It's Roche. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. Quarterback had time to look around the entire defense, and just as he's about to get hit, able to check it down to the running back, and look at the big gain. Good job by the quarterback.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Second down after the incompletion. Looking for a receiver. Caught near the sticks. It's Marshall. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Scanning the field. It's Baker. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
To the wideout. Gain of 11. And that's a first down for the offense.
7th play of the drive coming up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's running out of time here. Hit just as he throws the ball. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down.
Quarterback did a good job of hanging in there and delivering the pass, knowing that the hit was coming, and it paid off.
Got to catch the defense with the draw. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense. It's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Looking for the end zone, has a lane. They prevent the touchdown. Ball be spotted at the 3.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Touchdown, Western Michigan. This offense cannot be stopped.
I think the trot back here really fools his defense at the goal line. Good call by the offensive coordinator to give the quarterback options. You could see the defense kind of on their heels, so the quarterback decided to take off, and he was just too quick to get to the goal line.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's up and good.
Kick is good. That makes the score App State 49, Western Michigan 31.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the Appalachian State offense is back out on the field now. Using his leg, it's Baxter. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Give it to the back again. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, a big part of the reason, Chris, we've seen this offense be able to build a lead is because of the way they've mixed up the run with the pass. Back-to-back plays, positive yards. I love that they're keeping an aggressive mindset, even working with...
Here he goes. Touchdown, Appalachian State. They continue to roll up the score. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against his secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Went after, up and good. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Return man forced out at the 12. Not a good return and not good field position. The Western Michigan offense back on the field now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Back to throw. It's Baker. He escapes the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Well, this defensive plan has been masterful today for this defensive coordinator. Good job of attacking the quarterback, whether he's inside the pocket, chasing him to the outside. And on the back end, they are locked into tight coverage, not giving his quarterback any options at all. It's no wonder they're winning by so much here in the fourth quarter.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big game.
He's brought down.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. Fires it on the move. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. First down to the 27.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Back to throw again. Finds his man. It's Marshall. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. First and 10 from the 11. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Back to throw. It's Baker. On the move now. The defense stops him there on the scramble, close to the goal line, but not in.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Quarterback heading right, trying to create on the move. It'll be Smother right at the line for no gain. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking for 6. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Broncos.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Murray. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been had he left it in the end zone.
App State Mountaineers will take over. First and 10.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Grinding away on the ground. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. They knew they're going to need clutch plays like that, Kirk. This is a battle we expected to come down to the final minutes. It looks like the higher-ranked team's going to dodge the upset and move on.
Yeah, good for them to be able to close this game out. They played very, very well and very deserving. For the loser in this game, still an opportunity to learn from your mistakes. Try to get yourself in position to still make a run at the end of the year. Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the fourth quarter to see this guy get the football and just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They've got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out. Well, this is a performance, Kirk, in a big showdown game late in the season. Tough competition to show what you're about. And they've made the clutch plays, and they got to be considered a serious contender going forward now.
Yeah, we've said this really all year. Obviously, it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. And these guys have been on a mission since day one. And they're going to be a real problem in the next few weeks as we get the playoff off the ground.
This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense will start this game off with the football. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over. He got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often. They hit him early. They got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Huskers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The Huskers are marching down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets open down the middle. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cornhuskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the big fella. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And the try is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there. Great place to start for this offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's York. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to the toss. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bears. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the gun, the inside give.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Leaves it with the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Huskers will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the returner will be brought down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Turning it on! Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st down from the 28. They're going to ride this running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Huskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff from the gun. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to fire. Steps away to find some room. Got a man. It's Kent. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Cornhuskers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Kent. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Works the middle of the field. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Huskers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking for space. It's Kent. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the returner goes down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. He leaves it with his back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the first down. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. That's reeled in. It's York. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
To the line. Gain of 19 on the play. First down for the offense.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It is perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Now adjusting. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the tailback. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. First down and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run.
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Snapped it in the shotgun. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kent. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The short hands. It's Kent. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Slams ahead. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They're going to run it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskers! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Oklahoma State. Annie.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
By the back. He's brought down at the 41-yard line.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll send out the kicker here. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor. Quarterback may change this route.
42 Spider.
They'll try to get outside. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just...
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense.
Cricket.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's brought down, just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. And the Huskers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Going to the run, it's Daniels. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Daniels. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for the score! And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Huskers look to keep this drive humming. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just...
Tight end trying to get in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's how you take advantage of great starting field position, moving at 27. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Norfolk, Virginia, home of the Old Dominion Monarchs, and we are close to a full house here as the fans believe that this team is close to keeping their promise. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Broncos will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Old Dominion Monarchs offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact plays.
All right, let's get it. Right.
On the run, it's Roach. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Baker. Grabs it in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly.
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
And the Broncos with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Broncos have their offense in high gear. Working that left side now.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Broncos come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Catch in the middle, it's Roach. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. They're facing a 3rd down. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Baker. That's caught. It's Marshall.
No first down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play, and it sets up now a 4th down situation where, yes, I'm going for it.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And make the catch, and the defense will... The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. He'll set up to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Marshall. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Baker. Throws to the wideout. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open. Here comes 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line. Looking to fire. This time on target. And they get him down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. And here comes the punt team.
On to punt it away.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Here comes the heat. With the catch, it's Marshall. At the 35, he's loose. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Baker. Gets it to him on the screen. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
He's marked down.
That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the run, it's Roach. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Gets it out fast. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field.
Number 10, set to kick it away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
They'll try the outside to the left. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Norfolk. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Ballard Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Monarchs will kick it away to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got him. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass, it's Baker. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. Motion from the wideout. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Broncos are on the move. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Roach. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him.
The Broncos are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick it off.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be... They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Here they're trying to get to the edge. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. And the Broncos come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Got his man. At midfield, he's got room. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. And the ball's free in the backfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, ODU. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense.
All right, let's get it. Right. Here we go.
They go to the ground. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. And here comes the offense on second down. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The play action fake. Quarterback adapting. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it on the right.
You know, as a coach, you have to love the progression your quarterback has made. After that nightmare of a performance a week ago, throwing 3 picks, he was able to put it behind him. He looks like a totally different player this week.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be calling a hot route. He wants to throw it again. The offense pops it up. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Looking downfield, it's Baker. Makes the catch. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Broncos didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The lone back's got it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see Lyman losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
They'll run the toss. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense pulling their neck up and getting a big stop.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Got his man. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. To the air, it's Baker. Got a man, it's Marshall. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Turning it on. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10.
I don't think the defense was expecting an outside run there. Offensively, they go with the toss play, and the running back's able to get to the outside and downfield. It was too late before the defense was able to tackle him out of bounds.
To the air on 1st down. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Western Michigan. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team...
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly complete. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. To the air, it's Baker. Forced out of the pocket. Got his man downfield. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Broncos! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
It's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. Fires to the wideout. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.